As many of you know, I'm navigating a lot in my life right now. My mental and emotional plate is full, and because of that, work and creativity has been particularly challenging. I decided I really needed to create a peaceful and organized space to do creative work and crafts to aid in my healing journey. I desperately needed a place that felt like a refuge just as much as a place to be productive and meet deadlines. I spend so much time working, and not having an office that cultivates peace and creativity resulted in me hunched over on my couch on my laptop, never changing out of pajamas. And that is no good when you're on a healing journey. A big thank you to FlexiSpot for kickstarting my office makeover by gifting me a beautiful standing desk that will allow me to have an organized space for editing and frees up my other desk for my healing crafts. I suffer with back and tailbone pain often because I sit so much to edit. A standing desk has been on my wish list for a long time, and this one has truly met all of my expectations. It's so sleek and functional with personalizable settings and USB charging ports. But the best part to me was how easy it was to assemble. It took no time at all to put it together. You can check out their desks for yourself through the link in my description. I am a big believer that God created us all uniquely with gifts and strengths meant to serve a purpose. For so much of my life, I have felt that my God-given purpose is to tell impactful stories through the lens of a camera. I've had a camera in my hand for the majority of my life. Since navigating this season of loss and grief, I've found myself questioning so much of my purpose in life. It felt like this loss really tore off these layers of what made me feel comfortable and safe in my life. For me, my work in filmmaking and creative storytelling has always made me feel important, like I had a purpose and a duty in this life. And while I do think there is some good to that belief, I think somewhere along the way I did start to find my entire identity and security in my work and my gifts. Somehow I started to believe that it is my work that makes me worthy of good things. That is a lie, though. I am worthy, and that is not because of my work or my gifts or abilities. My work and my identity and my security is held in the hands of the one who created me specifically and for a purpose that stretches far beyond anything I can create. I began the process of accepting that truth and breaking the pattern of relying on my work to define me more than a year ago. When my journey to motherhood began, it really took my focus off of work altogether, and suddenly my top priority was this little growing human. So when the loss set in, suddenly I found myself not only navigating grief, but once again grappling with this idea of identity and purpose and how that plays into what I do for a living. To be honest, I can't really imagine myself doing anything else with my life. Storytelling and filmmaking and documenting life has always come so naturally to me. But in this season of healing, I find myself coming to the end of my rope day after day and just asking God to set me on the path He has for me, even if it requires me to give up what I've found so much purpose and identity in for so long. I am so unsure of what my future looks like right now, and my honest feelings day to day fluctuate between sadness and frustration to hope and expectation. A year ago, I thought my life would look so different right now. So different. But here I am, living a reality I never planned for. And while I am tempted to throw myself back into work because it somehow gives me this false sense of security, I know what I need right now is the peace that only Jesus gives and the freedom to create with no attachment to my self-worth or identity. Each passing day, I am learning something new about myself and about God as I take my time in creating and healing. I'm thankful for a peaceful place to do so. Thank you for being here. And another big thank you to FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.